Hello, my name is Amina and I'm your decision-making specialist. I have the greatest news from one of my clients. He began at this particular company when he was 25 years old, I think. The company was just barely starting. I'm not even sure if it had started enough to even be a garage business. It was just something that his friend had talked about that he wanted to start, and asked if my client wanted to be on the first level with him as he started it. And my client said, sure. And so was 25, lived in Chicago. He just newly married. He and his wife got in their car and drove all the way from Chicago to California to a job that was not set in stone by any means, just on an adventure because his friend had a good idea and my client believed in the idea and his friend. And here we are, 40 years later, the company is thriving. And my client decided time for him to retire. So he is. And what happened is he was trying to figure out, we were talking about his story that he had written in terms of the company and the legacy that he was leaving. And he got this email. It was a joint email from a fellow that had decided he wanted to move on to another company and was telling everyone goodbye and just wanted to thank everybody for everything letter. And so my client, who is a very human touch kind of guy, called this man, and he didn't, just kind of knew him peripherally, and said he wanted to wish him really good luck and thank him for being part of a certain team that my client had interacted with on different projects. And the guy said, he said, I'm really glad that you called because I have a story to tell you. And my client said, oh, okay. What the man told my client is that one of the people on his team was friends with this gentleman that was leaving, and he said that the person on my client's team had told him that the reason he didn't leave, in fact, the reason that he chose this company over a really huge, well-known company, is because of my client. He said having him for a supervisor had helped him move forward in this company and gave him tools and clarity and freedom to be able to practice himself, his ideas, and that he was going to be able to take that to move up in the company or out to another company, whatever he chose to do, and that he had never regretted his choice to have my client as his supervisor. And when the gentleman finished talking with my client on the phone, he said, in telling you that story, I realized something. And my client said, oh, tell me. And the man said, I realized that I'm leaving this company because I don't have a supervisor like you. And my client was really surprised. He said, well, I called to wish you good luck, and you have given me a gift more than what you know, because nobody knew knows that my client is going to be leaving yet. So that is the story, that my client was just himself. He was the kind of supervisor that he's wanted to be. He was true, aligned with his caring and his connection and his connect with the client. My client's connection with his team person. And just in being himself, that was it. Just himself. He has contributed to the team member and contributed to somebody that he barely knew. And so I'm offering to you that you be the leader, the team member, the person that you want to be. And someday, even if you don't know it, there are going to be people that you have touched their lives, and that they will then touch other people's lives. And that is the legacy. That is what you're leaving as part of your contribution. And that contribution is you standing in your circle and being yourself with a human touch. So that is the story today. Come back, be who you are. That will matter to somebody else. Take care. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.